now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
I have a little dreidel. I made it out of clay. And when it's dry and ready, O dreidel, I shall play. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here once again for another brand new installment of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here as always on the Casa D18 Studios YouTube channel. I, of course, am your host, the Renegade JJ Williams, thanking each and every one of you for coming back and joining me once again here in the theater. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are sick and tired of the disclaimer here. But I do have to say it frequently because each and every day someone new joins and tunes in. So as some of you guys may know, others may not, I've been doing a bit of a soft reopening of Renegades Reviews ahead of my big relaunch at the first of the year. And while there's no shortage of Christmas movies every year, thanks to Netflix originals and the Lifetime and Hallmark channels, there are very few Hanukkah films. But I did digging, I did research, and I found 8 Hanukkah movies to discuss. So as the sun goes down on the 7th night of the Festival of Lights, allow me to discuss 8 Gifts of Hanukkah, which was released on December 3rd, 2021. It's a Hallmark original film that was written by Karen Berger and Donald Martin and directed by Mark Jean. It stars Inbar Levy, Jake Epstein, Sheila Tyson, Barry Levy, David Kay, Alice Rose, Natalie Malikia, Michael Patrick Dennis, Oliver Rice, and Andrew Zachar. And I hope I pronounced all your names right. Now, as our movie opens, we meet Sarah Levin, played by Inbar Levy, who is a newly single optometrist re-entering the dating world. She begins to juggle several suitors while dodging her ex at Jewish Community Center committee meetings that are being held to plan a mazel ball, or a Hanukkah dance. Meanwhile, her childhood best friend, who's a carpenter named Daniel Myers, played by Jake Epstein, has been hired to kind of help remodel part of her clinic. You see, Daniel grew up in the house next door, and in the aftermath of his parents' divorce, he began to spend almost all his free time at the Levin house. As a result, he became incredibly close to Sarah's father, played by Barry Levy, as well as her late grandmother, Bubby Rose. Because of this, Sarah sees Daniel as a brother figure rather than a romantic option. On each night of Hanukkah, a thoughtful gift appears on Sarah's doorstep from a secret admirer, and it's up to Sarah to figure out who the mystery man is. Is it her ex, Paul, played by Michael Patrick Dennis? Local celebrity chef, Nigel, played by Oliver Rice? Is it Adam, the reserved software developer, played by Andrew Zachar? Or perhaps even Tom, a fellow member of the Mazel Ball Committee, played by Amitai Marmorstein? I hope I pronounced your name right. Of course, it ends up being Daniel. Daniel, having known her since childhood, knows the things that she loves the most. And so each of the gifts triggers a sensory memory, a lot of them connected to her Bubby Rose. Very well done, in my opinion, the way he was able to hook and rope in and just tackle each and every one of these gifts. And despite being released in 2021, like I've said for each night of Hanukkah, this was a new one for me. The only Hanukkah movie I'd ever seen prior to watching these films was 8 Crazy Nights, which is how we'll end our Hanukkah holiday celebration tomorrow night. Now, I've discussed on multiple occasions over the last few weeks the way holiday movies get held to a different standard and why that is. Because they're formulaic, even more so than traditional rom-coms. But as long as they are entertaining, it doesn't really matter. You know, we all can admit that rom-coms in general, but especially holiday ones, are often void of depth because they want you to believe in the impossible, believe in miracles. And there are rare occasions where a holiday movie script does possess some depth. This film does not possess that depth, but it comes pretty darn close. Out of all the Hanukkah movies I've watched to review for the soft reopening, and yeah, this is a little bit of a spoiler alert for tomorrow night, and I do realize at this point, channel's in full swing. I enjoyed Mistletoe and Menorahs, Love Lights Hanukkah, and this one, 8 Gifts of Hanukkah, most out of all of them. Ironically, 2 of those 3 movies feature the same leading man, Jake Epstein. I feel like there's a certain charm to the 3 films that the other 5 movies that I'm covering lacked. And granted, I don't think the movie that we did for night 4, the horror movie simply entitled Hanukkah, was supposed to be charming, but you get what I'm saying. Most of these films just follow the traditional holiday movie formula. It's just that some were more successful in their execution than others. And again, a little bit of spoiler there for tomorrow and 8 Crazy Nights, but whatever. That's the one I had seen before. When it comes to my rating for the 8 Gifts of Hanukkah, I give it 4 out of 5 stars. It was really solid. It was really good. But tell me, what do you guys think of 8 Gifts of Hanukkah? Have you seen it? Let me know. Leave your comments below. Let's have that conversation, that discussion, that debate, that discourse that I'm always trying to engage you, my loyal viewers, in. And until next time, when we return to the theater for another brand new episode of Renegades Reviews, exclusively here, as always, on the Casa D18 Studios YouTube channel. I have been your host, the Renegade J.J. Williams, thanking each and every one of you guys for joining me and tuning in. I will catch you all next time.